What are they thinking?
Shadow Fiend. Okay. That's pretty strong.
Be an interesting game for Moogie. He should be kind of cool to watch. So this would be like if you guys pick Lifestealer in your pubs and no one picks a hero to help you. This is you just live the life of Moogie. Just watch him, see what he does.
Live vicariously through Moogie in this game, guys.
He must go Radiance or Battle Fury this game. I think Radiance looks very good.
We'll see
who's going to enable your armlet in this game. Fucking nobody.
Nobody. Maybe a Abaddon runs at somebody. I don't know. Maybe Shadowfing gets a blank. I don't know. But I think Radiance probably makes sense. We'll see what kind of start he gets off to. I do think this Abaddon Elder Titan will do a lot of work, even though they're going to be against this Gyrocopter. We'll see if they can find some kills or at least pressure that top lane to get some farms for KP in the top lane, if that's where they're going to go, or rather the bottom lane, I suppose. So, but I mean, what are you thinking? I mean, I do like both drafts, but again, it's that off lane void that we talked about.
I think if these teams were reversed, I would actually be favoring the Keen draft. I'd be looking at this like Lifestealer, and I'd be like, why'd they pick this Lifestealer? Like, it's an okay in the lane thing, but like, how is he gonna play this game? So I guess it's just because of that I'm favoring Keen, but they have a lot of problems in this draft too. They have to hit big Chronos, which didn't really work out well with the Ravages last game. But Ravage had to fight through some BKBs. They might have to fight through some again because they obviously have the Rage already on Moogie. And then they have a Shadow Fiend who might buy that earlier BKB too. And they only have Chrono that goes through the BKB. So when I started to look at these fights, then I kind of see what the newbie heroes do. I still think they kind of have a damage problem on Keen's side.
Well, we'll see. I mean, it comes down to how the start of this game is going to go. And Newbee will find themselves a bounty room, but they won't find themselves a hero to go along with it. In fact, they might not even stay for this bounty room. They're going to back themselves up across the river yet again. They did drop some wards while they were running through, but so too did the Radiant team. They dropped a ward down as well. KP went bottom trying to get some vision. He didn't have a ward on him. He was spotted, I believe, by one of the teal players, by the Disruptor. Faith is going toe-to-toe against Dark. Faith will go Enfeeble level 1. Dark is going to grab himself the opposite bounty rune. Actually, this is looking pretty good for Keen. They're going to get 3 bounties out of this, and maybe Kaka if they're not careful. Well, this will go. The Astral's already out. Now the Rolling Boulder in, and Kaka's in a lot of trouble. Thunderstrike with one more auto attack, and that's MS getting first blood. Just like that, not only do they get 3 bounty runes, but they find themselves a kill along with it.
They are going to set up KP to have a really nice start, though, and this is obviously what you expect with Abaddon. With the Lifestealer being picked up, they're able to just run him with Kaka down bot. This used to be a pretty common thing with Lifestealer. I remember even like Havos would play it as an offlaner. And they would just like have those extra heroes come down and play aggressive and just abuse Rage. And he's a hero that doesn't necessarily need a lot to start, but that was when you would go Armlet and then be enabled with like an Infest. Oh, Kaka
nice
with the
block
nice
from
block.
Kaka. That was pretty sick. They'll drop the Enfeeble onto MS, but not you have a Bane with an Enfeeble and a Tri-Lane, essentially. They'll try to put some pressure onto the Disruptor. They do have a lot of damage. The opening comes out, and that should do enough for Moogie to get the kill. It's Faith that gets the last auto attack. MS still Enfeebled up. They've got the Astral to come through from Kaka. Nobody's level 2 yet, but Moogie, they get right back into it, and they get another kill. And this, again, like you were talking about, is going to give them a pretty nice lane in the top lane against Dark. The Aphotic Shield already starting to do some work up here. And they're rotating. They've already rotated the Gyrocopter top lane, so musical lane's starting to come out here more than likely for both teams.
I mean, look at these two supports. Disruptor, Earth Spirit. These are not tri-lane supports. These are garbage tri-lane supports. Like, whenever we used to see Earth Spirit, one of the things we'd look for would be you would go aggro, right? And you would play aggressively and try and force him to come play in the lane, because he's going to be way worse doing that than he is at ganking mid over and over. And Disruptor is the other hero that's very notorious for being extremely bad against dual off lanes. So, bit of a pickle here for the Radiant side.
And so KP will have to deal with homing missile spam, but he's got a Aphotic Shield and he will have Curse of Avernus. So it should be 2.
They get the roll.
They have SCCC, but he's tanky. He's got a Wraithbane to work with and a salve. He's got a salve up instead, so Old Chicken will go back to CSing. Pretty good stuff for Old Chicken, though. Obviously, good attack animation, good base damage to be able to CS well, and he's done a pretty good job of it so far.
He used to play this hero a lot when it wasn't very popular as well. So he's a big fan of the old Dragon Knight.
The hero's finally back. DK, pretty solid. Raise from SCCC now up to level 2 raises. Breathe Fire comes out. He has a Soul Ring ready for Old Chicken, which means that CSing will not be an issue anymore, even when the Shadow Fiend gets more farm. They've
have an Invis rune on Yuna.
Yuna, he has the Invis rune.
But I mean, this is tough. Like an enfeebled gyro, he's trying to bait it out.
If he could just pull KP a little bit closer to the tower, Rolling Boulder comes in. KP has a salve. He's fine.
MS is saying, dude, I don't have mana. I can't do anything. What do you want from me?
I have Homing Missile on cooldown and no mana for Rocket Barrage, though. Good luck. And this is a pretty good start for Newbee, all things considered. They have more than 10 CS on all 3 of their core heroes at this point, whereas this Void is struggling in the bottom lane against Mugi, as one would anticipate. Maybe it gets easier, but I don't think so.
I think he had no last hits top against the Abaddon, so at least it's going a little bit better.
Oh, they got the sleep on the Old Chicken. No raises available. He has no mana for it. He just used all 3 of them. And the issue with Old Chicken is he has level 2 Dragon Blood, which means a ton of armor and regen, and a Soul Ring to work along with it. Yep. That's pretty much it.
He's Timbersaw who doesn't even need the stacks. You don't even have to like tank some creep hits or anything. What a hero.
What a hero DK is right now, let me tell you. But now the CS is really starting to go in Newbee's favor. The laning setup is pretty... They're literally just leaving Mugi bottom. He doesn't need any help. They have the sports roaming around trying to find kills onto Yuna and the Disruptor and trying to stop this Gyrocopter from farm. Wow, the bash actually came out onto Yuna. But here comes the DK, and now Kaka's in trouble. The Brain Staff coming in. The Stomp not off in time. They've got the raises. They don't need it. They will use it instead under the Disruptor. The double raise will hit. Triple raise, not enough mana for it. But with 2 more auto attacks, should do the job even with the Fairy Fire coming out. SCCC doesn't really care. He secures himself another kill. Now he's up to 20 Necromastery stacks, and he swaggers back onto the mid lane.
Yeah, this is going to be a very rough early game for the Radiant side. They just have, like, the supports on the Radiant kind of want kills, especially Earth Spirit. He wants to go and enable people, but he can't do anything against a Lifestealer. He can't really do anything against an Abaddon. So he kind of has to just kill supports, because the SF can just shove the wave over and over with raises, and then how do you even gank him? Like, he's just going to run back to his jungle. You're going to smoke all the way in here and try and find a kill? That's a low percentage shot. And then the mid would have to be there too, so they just won't even have enough damage to kill him.
Maybe it gets easier when they have the Elder Dragon form, but even so.
Feels like they just need really big plays with the first Chronosphere and the first call down. And then, as I said, the Dragon form, like, into the tower would be something nice for them, but SF's got his raindrops, and TK does not have any.
Double raises, and you can see he probably wants those raindrops with how much damage he just took. I know he's Dragon Blood, and he's got all that, and that's great, but SCCC is starting to dominate this lane. 29 last hits to 18. It's a pretty significant advantage for the Shadow Fiend in the mid lane. I guess it should be that because he's a Shadow Fiend, but still. And this Void is only up to 15 last hits to Mugi's 26. And Mugi continues to outpace him even in terms of
Void's
levels.
Catching up, though.
He's getting back into it for sure, but Mugi's still doing really well.
I mean, look at his items on the Void. He has a 1. All his shit's on the courier.
Meanwhile, Dark can't do anything to Mugi. He has a Helm of Iron Will, which is going to give him 5 extra armor on top of the 3 that he already has.
He's got tangos and a headdress coming on his courier.
MS is going to try to turn on the KP, who doesn't have his level 6. The Rocket Barrage, KP's going to get pushed back and killed. So MS baits out a dive coming in from Newbee, and it actually secures them a very big kill. This Gyrocopter finally getting something done to the top lane. This will give him his phase boots as well. So big pickup there.
Very nicely done. Yeah, they really needed something like that. And Dark is forced back, but he's slow. Mugi's going to keep going on him. He's lucky there's no creeps nearby, though, so he can't go for the infest.
He does have his headdress now, so he's got some regen and some attributes to work with on top of what he already has, but Dark needs to be careful. Mugi's level 6
mid lane,
now.
the kick goes through.
Oh, man, he actually survived. He looked super low. So Mugi doesn't infest.
This is good, though. They're pressing in. Gyro is 6 as well, but he has no mana, or else he might even consider rotating mid 2 to make some sort of a play. And I think it is really important they ball soon.
SCCC also had to TP back, so he's got to walk back to lane now. Which means, I guess Kaka gets some experience here, but they do take some chip damage to their tier 1 tower in the mid lane. Gyro is 6, and this is what you were talking about. Chronosphere, big ability. Void, or excuse me, call down, big ability. Void's Chronosphere is going to be up very soon as well, so that's another big ability that they might want to use. Meanwhile, top lane, he does use the call down, but KP is fine. He's level 6. He has to pop the borrowed time, but it's only a minute cooldown. It's not that big of a deal. And also, MS is out of mana, so just trying to push the wave in for the most part and trying to get some chip damage on this tower. You see this a lot. Call down to push the wave in and try to get some extra tower damage going your way.
phase boots and TP, 30 more seconds until he'll have the call down. So yeah, they're gonna have to try and make some sort of play with it, but it's certainly not easy. And Void, just with that headdress, is surviving, even without the boots.
Faith is gonna get rolled on. He actually avoids the roll, but the homing missile will hit. They have kinetic field plus glimpse. Faith is dead one way or the other. And
you know that ward's there too.
Yeah. He literally just placed it. Somebody, yeah, the sentry is coming out for the disruptor. He just bought one. And Mugi is going armed, by the way. So,
okay. So he's gonna look to get very active. I mean, he's in an aggressive kind of posture. He's not getting a lot of kills. He doesn't have much supports or anything, so he's not super farmed. So, I guess he doesn't want to commit into like a battlefield or anything. He's going for the treads too. He's just chilling. He's gonna let SCCC make some plays around the map with his raises.
This is a big smoke. Kaka, they're gonna find a disruptor for it. Not really the hero they wanted. And he can't even get the rune. Oh, that's sad. Maybe he can deny himself. Probably not. As he gets auto-attacked down by SCCC. It's not the hero they wanted, but it's still not bad. Chrono in the bottom lane, though. They bring in the Elder Dragon form. They've got the Rocket Rush from the Gyrocopter as well. That should be more than enough to get the kill, and it will be. Very good rotation from all of these heroes. That's a much bigger rotation for Keen than it was for Newbee. And that's the first Chronosphere used to great effect for Dark.
And that's an Arcane rune on DK too. So, going to be a faster secondary ult too.
Yeah, 60 seconds.
And there was no way they could defend top anyway. So, good rotation. They spotted it coming on that Observer ward. And obviously when their Disruptor died, and they're just like, okay, go bot. Go, go, go.
And the trade now comes out for Tier 1. Smokey will TP back in. He needs to be a little careful.
Dude,
he doesn't have a rage.
Fake's an animal. He just walked in mid and faked planting a ward. He just like purposely showed himself, I'm pretty sure.
That's pretty godlike. Meanwhile, they'll get a kill mid lane on the Elder Titan with the not even Static Storm. It was just Uni-rolling in, then Thunderstrike and a couple of auto attacks, it looks like. So interesting stuff. But yeah, it's a Tier 1 for a Tier 1 trade. That's not that bad considering Keen got a lifestealer out of the kill, and he's going to be slowed down. And this is where DK and Gyro are both doing really well. Like they're getting close to Shadowblade on the DK. The Gyrocopter, of course, has his phase drum pretty much done at this point. Void, obviously, like we saw in the last series, a little bit behind, but he is working on. He's got a headdress to work with.
Helm.
So. The helm is done, actually, surprisingly enough, but it's pretty cheap items, so not that bad.
Speaking of which, there's also one on KP with the Purge.
Yeah,
so
I was gonna
give him the business.
Oh my God, the Satyr. What is it, Banisher? Nice.
Trickster, I think, right? Oh no, it is the Banisher. My mistake. Trickster's the mana burning guy, right?
Yes, it is. Excuse you, Trent.
I don't like that guy.
The Trickster or the Banisher?
Trickster. The Banisher's ownage. I mean, this is like the best creature. 3-second cooldown. Like, what is that?
It's pretty ridiculous.
How is that okay?
I'm sure it's
creep
not.
battle, dude.
And the freaking Satyr. They got the Unholy Aura with the Shockwave. He's going to give it to him again, potentially. His KP needs to be careful. Mid lane, though, they're going to find Kaka again. Kaka's kind of had a pretty rough time here the last couple minutes. He dies
really
twice in a row. But he's only at 4 at this point. So.
Yeah. He's just trying to, like, tank mid and grab some creeps. He's like, yay. Levels. Void may be in trouble.
Chrono is back up. He might need to use it to get out of trouble. He's got a time walk away. I think he's...
I don't think
the grip
it's
comes out. He wouldn't have been able to get it off anyways since they had the Fiend's Grip as Faith had just gotten 6 not too long ago. So, nice little pickup to bring Dark down. They're rotating. They've got the sleep onto the old chicken DK, but again, there's no Fiend's Grip. Faith just used it in the top lane. And they're going to get the deny on the tower. The Dragon Tail comes in. The Abaddon will TP. The Brain Sap comes out. The Disruptor does have his level 6. The Shockwave will hit, but its Brain Drop's protected by Faith.
He has to put the Rain Drop in his backpack. He's like, all right, I want that urn. I am not losing this thing. It's some stupid green.
Yeah. Keeps getting Shockwave. That urn's not going to happen. But yeah, he's smart enough to know. Meanwhile, they're going to rotate in. The ward will spot them. Old Chicken's Elder Dragon form is done. The glimpse comes out. That's not where they wanted him, but I'm sure it's fine.
Oops.
Yeah. Oops, indeed. And KP will start the pressure on in the mid lane at this point. The glyph comes immediately. He has a Siege Creep stolen. This is a Radiant Siege Creep. Dark jumped in and actually Helm of the Dominator the Siege Creep. That's actually hilarious. Give me that.
Hey, it's only 10 seconds. Oh, he's sending it away. He's like, I don't want him to get this back.
Go bottom. It doesn't even need to go bottom.
Down there.
Why is it going bottom? There's no tower here.
There's a Dragonite ulti, though. Maybe they could go all the way.
This is a silly game.
Oh.
This is a triple stack here for Newbee, by the way.
Dude, I figured it out. This
What's
is
that?
the KP Helm. This is going to be the Infest carrier.
Oh,
that would be the play, dude.
If
they did an armlet burst out with like the purge.
Can you imagine just being that poor creep? you just
you just turned inside out.
I got this weird thing inside me. I hope my master knows what he's doing.
Yeah,
oh god. Oh man, that poor creep, KP. You sick bastard.
Sleep into the rolling.
Fiend script onto Yuna. He is Dunzo. Mugi pops the rage. Armlet used, and they will push into this tier 1 tower in the bottom lane. Might be another trade though, as MS is putting some pressure on the top lane. He might use a drum charge. Probably not. He's just gonna keep pushing and see if they rotate any heroes. I don't know if either team are gonna be able to get a tier 1 out of this. We'll see. Newbee has rotated everybody down bottom. They're Astral lane.
SCC is ready to just start scouting for the Shadow Blade too. And that's going to be a great infest partner as well.
Yep. So they will take the tier 1 tower down bottom, and they have to back up top lane. MS can't finish off the tier 1 as the rotation comes in. So nice little pickup from Newbee to get a kill and a tower out of it. There's the, yeah.
They have not given them a chrono or a call down or a magnetize. Newbee have given them no good looking fight this whole game.
Here's the centaur. This poor thing.
Oh, is he in it? Oh, they're doing it.
I don't know.
Oh no, he's just in a random
This is a random centaur. This is
the helm creep. You get the move speed.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
why I like the helm creep.
Great. KP in trouble in the top lane. He does have his borrowed time. The call down will come in. They really want to break this borrowed time. They do. The kinetic field. They need a glimpse back. They do have it, but he's pretty far. Still, the Dragon Tail will come in. They've got the Boulder Smash, plenty of damage and stuns to work with, which means he's brought down. SCCC is invis with a Shadow Blade. Not too much longer on the duration, though. He needs to be careful. This Mud Golem is moving at 1,000,000 miles per second. He actually has
Oh my god.
He had
Dude,
the Boulder
if they
toss,
had the stun on that thing, he would have been so dead.
The Hurl Boulder, I think, was used on a different hero, and they got away from it, so. That freaking Mud Golem. The Mud Golem, when it moves fast, is so funny.
Have you ever seen Underlord when he gets to a certain movement speed and he starts to gallop? I was talking to Moo about that, and he said it's an extremely important part of playing Underlord, because once you get to a certain move speed, he gallops. All right, SCCC.
See ya! They killed the Jarrow, guys.
Should be his tagline, dude. See ya!
See ya!
See ya later!
Oh, come on, man. You say it that way.
SCCC ya!
Oh my god. He has the Shadow Blade, by the way. Guess what he's getting next?
You can use that on land, and I won't say
anything.
anything.
Thank you. I'm going to use it at Bucharest.
All right, cool. You don't have to like credit me or anything.
All right, I won't. So yeah, he's going to go for BKB next, as we anticipated. The early BKBs, you get one small item, not really small, I guess, in Shadow Blade, but you get one item, get into the BKB afterwards, and then you're good to go. Is the Gyrocopter building BKB? He's building SMY, interestingly enough.
Old Chicken's going to scout in behind Mugi. He might be in trouble here.
They have Chrono. They're going to jump in. He gets the Rage off, though. That's pretty big. They can still Static Storm him, though, and they're going to do just that. The Rage, he walks out of it. They can glimpse him back. This is going to be a tough kill. He's actually fine. They infested inside the Bane as the glimpse came through. That was just all around a rough set of circumstances for Keen Gaming. Let me tell you, man. My God.
Ooh, that was him walking like through a ward with an Invis Dragonite, and they still can't get the kill.
Well, and now KP just pushes in the bot or the top lane, excuse me.
And look at that bonus speed on the catapult too. Fire! Fire! This catapult is basically a trebuchet, man. It is upgraded. Boom!
It's like they invested in the skill tree. It's like some RTS. You get extra catapult attack speed.
Mega creeps, catapults should become trebuchets. That would be just Valve, please. You never give me anything. If you're ever gonna give me something, make it this.
Yes, this is what we need to do. We need to make the catapult into a trebuchet because Trent thinks it should be.
This is why the battle pass is delayed. They can't quite get the physics right on the trebuchet.
No, it's delayed because everybody wants everything, and they gotta cater all the wins.
All right, well, we're in the Roche pit. We're controlling it. We have an Elder Titan. You don't really want to go in there. Although he's level 7 with no ulti. Not that you know. You can't hover over and check.
Yeah, you can't check anymore. That's true. After that miracle play. They'll take Roche.
How I still don't understand how they got fixed after that one play. That's been done in every Terrorblade game, literally for a fucking century.
Because people complain about it, I'm sure.
It's just funny.
Elder Dragon form, they're going to try to take this fight, Rolling Boulder away, and actually, Old Chicken needs to be careful. KP getting chased down, but he does have the borrowed time. They have They've got a Satyr, or excuse me, a Hellbear, and a... Oh, they've actually glimpsed back as Triple C, but he's fine. Connected Field comes in. They have the silence to come out, but everybody's fine from Newbee. It's the Ogre Frost Mage, our favorite creep, versus the Hellbear Smasher, the Tomato, as he's called, who gets stomped up.
I'd like to see him cast and do his little dance thing, please.
Oh.
Dude, his hair is so good. Someone should cosplay this guy.
The
If
Ogre
someone
Frost
showed
Mage?
up, yeah, as this guy, I would just like. Oh,
Oh, that animation's even better in showcase mode. Guys, listen, if you're watching this and you're a
so
cosplayer,
good.
please.
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 Just for everyone's sake.
You know you want to do it. In the meantime,
Go over, Frost Mage. Attack!
Keen Gaming are going to try to take a big stack here. They will take it, as Triple C just took a big stack at his Ancients of his own. So, quietly, we've kind of had this 4K lead built up for Newbee at this point. They took Roche. They're able to get a couple of objectives, and now Keen Gaming a little behind. We're waiting on the SNY for MS. He's not going to go for the BKB. It's interesting that he's not. Yuna found a Boulder Smash almost onto 2, in fact. Faith might be in trouble as Triple C is here, though. He's got the Requiem, and he's going to blow it away, and now this Disruptor's in trouble. They've got the Static Storm nicely done, so they can't get the triple raise off afterwards, so they might actually survive, but still, they won't get any kills themselves. Keen Gaming have to back up, and Yuna, he's got a Blink Dagger, surprisingly enough. He should be fine. He's a DD. He still wants to find Faith. But
He wants the kill, yeah.
Yeah, he needs to be careful. This is too dangerous for Yuna to go for.
Yeah, but if he can create a backstab down here, maybe use Chrono, I don't know. They got to find something.
DK's Elder Dragon form is up in 3. They have a TP scroll. If they want to go for a backstab, they can.
It's still Aegis. Like, this would be a really bad play.
As Triple C has it for another, 3 minutes, pretty much. So, yeah, this is going to be the Tier 2 gone. And Newbee are getting ever so close to facing up against Vici Gaming in the Grand Finals. Obviously, still a long way to go. They only have a 5K lead, and Keen Gaming can certainly come back. But as Triple C is starting to get out of control, he now has his BKB to work with. Mugi is slowed down a little bit, but he's now got his SNY. So a lot of big items coming out for really both teams. But we'll see if Keen Gaming can't find a fight. They might find Faith in the top lane as he's getting kind of run at here. He's setting up a kill, but Yuna runs in. He'll get off his Boulder Smash to come through. They've got the Dragon Tail with a Rocket Barrage, and Faith will die. Not much he can do about that. Meanwhile, they'll push in the mid lane between KP and SCCC. SCCC's the double raise comes out. Yep, there's the glimpse of Faith. The Disruptor dies instantly. MS is TP'd in. Luckily, he's pretty tanky. It's tough to fight into. They actually use the... that's a lot of damage. They're going to get the Aegis out of this. It's the Elder Dragon form with the Dragon Tail Breathe Fire that's able to burst him down. And KP's borrow time is done. Maybe they can continue this fight, but SCCC pops the BKB. The stop hits up. Old Chicken's got to run. The Chrono hits onto 2. The Air Splitter running in. But they don't have any damage. They just don't have any damage to deal with SCCC with the BKB. The 10-second BKB. They have to back up, and Chronosphere is now down. And so too will Elder Dragon form be in just a moment. But they do get the Aegis at the very least, and the 10-second BKB for the Shadow Fiend. Rolling Boulder. They're going to find KP. This is huge, actually. And they're trying to find more. If they got the first hit bash, Kaka would have fallen, but unfortunately, no such luck for Dark.
I mean, honestly, I feel like this game should be further behind. It's kind of felt like have we seen a good Chrono or a big call down fight, or like we haven't seen really any of that, and they're only 4K behind, where they haven't even seemed to get the most use out of some of these heroes. So far, Keen look like they can recover.
Especially if they get kills like this. I mean, it's only a Bane, yes, but they're just finding a couple of pickoffs that have sort of kind of gotten the game going back in their direction. They now have a BKB for the DK, which is a big item. Gyrocopter's building into a BKB of his own, and they haven't really lost that much yet. They've lost they've lost a couple of tier 2s, but still, it's only 4K for Newbee at this point. As CCC is a Mask of Madness, and I guess he just wants to build into Butterfly easier. I don't know. Nope.
Oh, does he? He's fairing on it. That's pretty hype. The
Mask
BKB, Mask, Siege. I like it.
Yeah, he will certainly do a lot of damage if he can just kind of lay into people, but
yeah, as you said, he just kind of like casually has it. He's planning on getting a Butterfly anyway, so just kind of building up in towards it, and then he'll have it for the Satanic.
Yeah, that's pretty hype. I like that it all fits together like that now, like these itemization choices for carries and stuff like that. Pretty cool. There is a Shadow Blade for the Faceless Void. DK is going to jump in there looking for KP. The Glimpse comes back. They have the Elder Dragon Firm. They will not use it yet. Good Nightmare, but the Breathe Fire still comes in. As CCC is running up, they have Dust on the Dark. He needs to be careful. Time walk away. Chrono's back up in 2 seconds. You might want to run if you're Keen Gaming. The Stomp and the Fiend Script, they'll lose the Disruptor. Maybe the Boulder Smash comes in, doesn't hit. They've got the Silence, the Static Storm, but now it's only just KP. He's got the borrowed time to work with. Breathe Fire comes out. BKB from SCCC. The Requiem comes through. Old Chicken is man fighting him and laying into him, in fact. But Moogie trying to chase him down.
Dark's
Still,
waiting.
they didn't have the detection. Dark is running with his Chronosphere, and he gets it onto 2. No, Moogie's avoided. Moogie gets out of it, and now he's going to find MS. MS in trouble. He is going to get dropped down in Yuna, and the Disruptor will fall next as well. Moogie a double kill, and you're absolutely right. It is Mayday. It's time to leave. They lose 2. It was looking so beautiful, so perfect for Keen with that Chronosphere, but he misses. He just whiffs it on Moogie and only gets it onto the 1.
He got slept for a billion years. The max range sleep, he took no damage, 5 full seconds just stuck in the back lines when there was a god tier chrono available and he couldn't do anything. I'm sure Dark is feeling awful right about now.
Yeah, that's...
Chronos are just out of his reach all game.
And that's a big fight because it leads into this tier 3 tower push. MS is dead for 20 seconds. This is gonna, yeah, the Mask of Madness SF is pounding away at the tower. He's showing you the presence that he's got. The Boulder Smash comes to the Magnetize. They've got the Kinetic Field. Brains have to follow up as well, but they're still fine. They're still fine. The Stomp. Now you're slept up if you're the DK. You're going to get the melee racks. You're going to get the range racks. It's a full set of racks for Newbee. They're going to back up together. There's nothing Keen Gaming can do. They just have to sit and watch as Newbee sieges their base.
SCCC wants to make a big play.
He's got the Requiem in 30 seconds. Not quite yet. So if he wanted to go for something, he would have to wait for it. But he will not find anything. They're going to back up, and Newbee have secured themselves a critical chokehold in this game. Already up 1 game, now looking to finish off the series at 2-0 and get Tavici Gaming in that grand final. It's looking pretty good so far here for Newbee, Trent.
Yeah, they just need to play some flowchart Dota after this. Secure Roche, secure both shrines. Not really much left for them to do here. Nothing difficult. The game becomes very easy for them. Now it is hard for Keen. They're the ones that have to make aggressive maneuvers. They need to get some good vision that can kind of spot the rotations that are coming out. Maybe try and pick out heroes on their own. But they have to buy a lot of detection because this damn Shadow Fiend would probably be the best kill. But it's extremely hard to grab.
Very difficult. His BKB is down to 8 seconds at the very least, and this is before he has his Butterfly. And just they need a chrono or something on him. They need to get him locked down. It's just easier said than done. SCCC is kind of a monster. Top net worth hero in the game. Yes, you're down 1 set of racks for Keen Gaming, but you get a big Chronosphere. Things can change quite swiftly if you are this Radiant team. Something to keep in mind. But next Roshan is going to be the next point of contention here. More than likely for Newbee trying to get it and finish this game off. We'll see if it respawns how long? Minute 25, so kind of middle in terms of the respawn durations. But Newbee will move together as a team, maybe try to find a pick off, and then lead that into Roshan.
Radiant's bottom shrine is under attack.
And all I can do is just like try and find some Chrono play or something. I don't know. You got 2 heroes up top. Earth Spirits is trying to push this in, doing everything they can. At least they seem to understand where the ball of Newbee are right now, so they are abusing that. But Shrine's gone. Your bottom lane's gonna push in. Looks like Earth Spirit's gonna try and, or sorry, Elder Titan's gonna try and set something up here. And they seem to be wary of it though.
Yeah, they understand. Yuna will back himself up with Dark nearby. Dark, 1,400 gold in the bank. He's been sitting on Helm of the Dominator Shadowblade for quite some time now. Meanwhile, Moogie has picked himself up an AC along with his Armlet and SNY, so he's pretty damn farmed. This is going to be pretty tough,
Good
all
luck,
things
Dark.
considered. And, yep, he's dead, probably. They have slept him.
He didn't use his TP, though. Oh, they haven't seen him. Oh, be quiet.
Are you kidding?
Don't talk. Oh, he goes into it.
He's going to get Yules? No? Kaka? Guess he couldn't get there.
The range, dude.
Yeah, the range. He was here. He like you see him turn around. That's when you know that he can't. He doesn't have the range for it. Anyway, nice for Dark to survive. KP is another big hero. He's Crimson Guard, Helm of the Dominator. He's working on a talisman. He actually just walks up and kills a courier, which had an ultimate orb on it. For something. Probably a Silver Edge.
Yeah, it was Ultimate Orb Sentry.
Silver Edge, yeah. It was the DK Silver Edge. Literally, that was his Silver Edge, and it just died on the courier. That's pretty sad. And now, Keen Gaming, they're going to wrap. They're going to try to find something here. Dark walks up. He's got a Chronosphere at the ready. He can't get it off in time, though. They still have it available. Meanwhile, Elder Titan's finally heals himself up. The Chrono's going to hit on the 3. Nicely done. They've got the Static Storm. KP, of course, though, he's at a bad, and Moogie's going to try to leave. The borrow time's about to go at the very least. It will, but they actually get Moogie. Moogie's going to fall here. The rage comes out. 1 or 2 more auto attacks. The open wounds. He actually is somehow still alive, and Moogie will survive. It's an old chicken now getting turned on. The Shrine's not in time. MS's BKB is now worn off. They'll infest inside SCCC. Here comes the Requiem, doing some damage to Dark. He doesn't have the Chronosphere. They found Dark. He's going to have to time walk himself away. SCCC now laying into this Disruptor at this point. He'll get glimpsed back, but he is still going to get the kill one way or the other. Dark has to leave. Great Boulder Smash keeps the Void alive, but I cannot believe they didn't kill Mugi. They were so close. They just didn't quite have the damage.
He got down to like 180 HP, and he just kept it up. He did not go with the infest at all to bail out. Just fought his way back up, full HP almost.
Radiant's top shrine is under attack.
And with that, this will lead to the top shrine, and more than likely Roshan was just started a moment ago, and now they have a butterfly in SCCC, which they haven't been able to kill him once this game so far. It's not going to get any easier.
No, it certainly is not.
So I don't know what they need to do here, but they're down 10k net worth, and it feels like every fight they take is just slipping away slowly but surely and giving Newbee the advantage.
Finally got a good chrono, but it's just too late.
Yeah.
And it obviously didn't even kill Mugi, which is kind of insane.
I don't like he was in the tree line, so they wanted to kill the I think it was the Elder Titan first, or whoever it was for that, or not the Elder Titan, excuse me, the I don't know.
SCCC, he's scouting.
The Void's gonna get nightmared up.
Hi, Disruptor, what's
Stomp.
up, dude?
Dark is in trouble next. Yuna's also getting run at. SCCC is laying bombs. Yuna's able to get away somehow. He rolls out of there. But now you have no Disruptor for 28 seconds, and bottom Rax is probably going to fall as you have a wave coming in mid.
At least he's only level 11, so he respawns quickly.
Yeah, wow.
Positive.
That's great. Really glad for that Disruptor that he's up soon. But SCCC attacks like a madman.
Yeah, he didn't even use his BKB either.
I mean, no more Mask Madness at least, but Boulder Smash comes in, the Dragon Tail. They've got a good chrono yet again. This time it's on SCCC, but he does have Aegis, so even if you get this kill, it's not that big of a deal. Static Storm comes out, but it's just on the KP. They've already killed two. Requiem comes in, that'll blow away a third, which is Dark getting dropped down. Old Chicken's BKB will not help him. He's slowed to oblivion with Curse of Avernus on him. They might get the skill. Wow, my God.
I'm surprised he's not
Shadow
in the
Blade
fountain,
hit.
honestly.
Wow.
If, yeah, okay, they call it.
So it starts looking bad at the beginning and the middle of this game, and then Newbee, they just take these beautiful fights in Keen Gaming. It's so tough against a team like Newbee, a team that is so strong right now. They just get rolled 2-0. Newbee played absolutely fantastically in this best-of-3 series, but now,
man, if you told me at the start of this night that we were gonna see Newbee and Vici in a best-of-3 to decide who went to Dreamleague, I would have said you're exactly correct. And that's highly likely. And wow, after 4 games, we have reached that point.
I thought it would take a little bit longer than this, to be honest, but I'm not shocked that it did. So
it took 4 hours for us to complete 2 full best-of-3s to decide our finalists. These guys got stuff to do tonight.
But here's the thing, Trent.
God